We're going to view two pieces of artwork now, produced by two different Sarahs that belong to the church. And as you will see, through their artwork, they have expressed the difference that following Christ makes to how they are facing the current situation that we're all going through as a nation. So let's hear, shall we, from the two Sarahs.
I painted this picture to give to a friend and a neighbour actually at the beginning of lockdown, when I was feeling lots of things I couldn't articulate in words. When lockdown was announced, I felt a sense of me and others around me being out of control, hence none of the boats have oars. Also, I had a strong sense of being alongside others, friends and strangers, and that we were all in the same boat. So there's quite a lot of waving going on as people still care for and connect with each other at a distance. At that time we were walking our neighbour's dog as she was self-isolating, and I think that explains the lone dog that looks quite happy in one of the boats. The waves are deep and quite tumultuous, but no one is going under. Looking at it now, I like to think that if a boat did go under, one of the nearby ones would go to the rescue. At a time when we haven't been able to be close to our extended family, our church family and local community have become even more significant. Further into lockdown, I was feeling a bit more overwhelmed at times, and I drew a second picture where I'm sitting on one of the waves next to Jesus. The words written in the depths of the waves read like a little story, and I'll finish by reading part of it. She finally realised it was a little too deep and choppy to manage it by herself, and it turned out that a helping hand was needed after all. So she decided to trust herself to the guidance and help offered by one who knew even these waters well. To be honest, if a storm is raging, sometimes we're just grateful for the company while it blows over. As it happened, her companion turned out to be rather a calming presence and ultimately lord over any storm life throws at us. And that's some of the story behind the picture that I painted.
Hello everybody. I've been asked to talk about my painting and what it's all about. It started off with a walk in the park and talking to a stranger, and we were talking about vulnerable people, and he was saying how my faith must bring me real comfort at this time. And actually I found myself saying that it wasn't comfort, it was joy. And that really got me thinking about where does my joy come from, and how come I'm sensing this joy in this horrible time. My greatest fear in life is loneliness, and I have to come back to the scripture where Jesus says that he will never leave us, he will never forsake us, and I found that's very much true at this time. As the things have been stripped away, being able to see family, being able to see friends, being able to do my job as normal in a classroom, very different to being online, I've had to dig deeper, and with all those things stripped away, I found that joy of relying on Jesus rather than all the other things in my life to make me feel secure and happy. So this painting, the centre of it is joy, and all the things around it, the dark things spinning around the outside, represent things that aren't dark in my life, but there are things that distract me from focusing on Jesus sometimes. And overlaying that, I've just put the verses that really mean so much to me. That perfect love casts out fear, that fear of loneliness I have. That I won't ever be alone, that Jesus will always be with me. And that if I call on him, if I seek him and pray to him, he will answer. So the verses swirling around in the darkness enable me to strip back and to see in the centre that light of Jesus and the joy that brings. So that's my painting. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.